everybody, Coach Marie Nicole here. I hope that all is going well and you're having a beautiful, blessed day. And today I want to come and hang out with you for a little bit and share my sermon notes. Sorry about that. Okay, I want to come and hang out with you for a little bit and share my sermon notes with you guys. We at my church, we are in a sermon series called What's in a Name? And sorry about that. Let me see. Hold on just a second. Okay, so we are in a sermon series at our church called What's in a Name? Okay, I think this will be better. And in this sermon series, we are discussing and talking about the different names of Christ. And this sermon that I want to share with you guys talks about the name Jehovah Shalom. The name Jehovah Shalom means God is our peace. And, okay, that's better. The name Jehovah Shalom means God is our peace. And God is our peace, Jehovah Shalom. The words Jehovah Shalom first occur in the Bible in Judges 6, verse 24. And it simply says, God is God your peace. Okay, so from this lesson, we learn that there are three things that can rob us of our peace. And the first thing is when circumstances are uncontrollable. So we all have things in our life, whether they be big or small, where our circumstances are uncontrollable. Whether it be a job loss, a relationship loss, a illness, what have you. And that if we constantly think about what's going wrong instead of focusing on Jesus, our peace can be stolen, and it will be stolen. The second thing that can rob us of our peace is when people are unchangeable. We all have certain times in our lives, maybe more than once, where we think that we have a completely brilliant plan to make somebody better and help somebody out by figuring out their lives. And in this completely brilliant plan, we lay everything out for this person, and this person does not go along with what we want them to do. So in that, our peace can also be stolen, because people are unchangeable. You can make suggestions all you want, but you can't change a person. The third thing that would steal our peace is when things are when problems are unexplainable. So there might be times where we might get diagnosed with something, or somebody that we love might have passed on because of a certain sickness, a cancer, or something else, and we might be asking God, why did this happen? Well, God really, it's a harsh truth, but God does not owe us an explanation. And the reason why, if God needed a reason why not to owe us an explanation, it would be this. It would be because explanations don't make things feel better. They actually make things feel worse. And they cause you to worry more once you have an explanation of something. So there are also three things that we need to do to be on the path for peace. And so step number 1, we need to accept what we can't change. And this is illustrated in Philippians 4:11 through 13, and it says this. I have learned, this is the Apostle Paul talking, I have learned how to be content with whatever I have. I know how to live on almost nothing or everything. I've learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it is with a full stomach or empty, with plenty or with little. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. And again, the Apostle Paul is talking in Philippians 4, verses 11 through 13. And so what we have to learn how to do is we have to learn how to be content in whatever God gives us and know that He's in control. And so the pastor took a little bit of time to print the Serenity Prayer on our notes. And for those of you who might not know the Serenity Prayer, this is it. It is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And the Serenity Prayer was written by Reinhold Niebuhr. And actually, the part that is most known, the part that I just read, is the part that is most known widely in today's society. But it doesn't stop there. And I have a blog, and I will go look up the prayer, look up the full prayer, and put it on my blog or in a blog post. So, and I will also list my blog after this video. So step number 2 to our path for peace is trust in God's care. And the verse that actually illustrates this is our memory verse for the week. And it says, you will keep in perfect peace all who trust you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you. So we need to, in order not to worry, we need to fix our thoughts on Jesus. We need to fix our thoughts on how good and how loving and caring about us He is, because He is our loving Father. And that verse comes from Isaiah 26, and it's verse 3. And another verse that illustrates this point about trusting in God's care is actually 2 verses that are found in Philippians. And it's Philippians 4, verses 6 and 7. And it says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. And again, that is Philippians 4, verses 6 and 7. And the third step to our path for peace is to surrender to God's control. And the verse that illustrates this is found in the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 165, and it says, those who love your teachings will find true peace, and nothing will defeat them. So if we stay in God's teachings, if we stay in His promises, by having a relationship with Him, we will be in perfect peace, even though at certain times we will be in turmoil. It is said by Jesus that we will experience trials in this lifetime, but the trials that we experience will be the impact of it emotionally will be made less because we have Jesus to lean on. And the impact being made less emotionally does not mean that you'll think, oh, everything's fine, but you'll think, well, everything's not okay now, but I know that I have a loving Father who wants to take care of me and who wants the best for me. And if I go to him and pray and talk to him and give him my worries, he will give me his peace in return. And so there is one more thing that I want to say that are in my notes, and it says, and it's this: you can't experience peace. You can't experience the peace of God until you first make peace with God. So I want to ask you right now: have you made your peace with God? Making your peace with God is very, very simple. All you have to do is say, Jesus, I don't understand everything right now, but as much as I do understand, I want to accept you as Lord of my life, and I want you to take over my life and make it better. Change me from the inside out, and I want to live the way you would teach me to live. And I guarantee you, if you've prayed that prayer, He will take you forward on a journey that is not going to be easy, because he is not promising that life is going to be easy, but life will be an adventure with him. And you are no longer alone once you accept Jesus Christ. So if you've prayed that prayer, leave me a comment and let me know. And I look forward to spending time with you soon again. And I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. My name is Marie Nicole, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.